What's going on, everybody? This is Long Hauler Justin bringing you a game of Team Deathmatch on Villa. The end score isn't amazing. It was a good game for me, however, I got a lot of kills. I got, I think, 10 deaths, but it was basically a very rush heavy, action packed gameplay, so I decided to upload it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm using Hardline Sleight of Hand, Marathon with the AK-47, and Blackbird, Chopper Gunner, Dogs, I think, is my kill streaks. Um, don't have much to say about the gameplay as always. If that's starting to bother some people, please let me know. If you want me to start talking more about the gameplay, um, I never claim to be the best player. There are little tips and tricks that I could probably provide you guys every now and again, but I think most of you out there are probably better players than me, so like I've always said, these are kind of mediums for me to talk over what it is that I want to talk about. Basically, I'll give you guys a little update of my life and what's going on right now. All of you know we had the twins a couple weeks ago. They're 3 weeks old today, and that's going pretty much exactly how I thought it was going to go. Um, we feed them, change them, get them to sleep, clean up their piss, shit, puke, and then by the time all that's over with, it's pretty much time to do it all over again. So I started back at work last week full time, so my wife's kind of been thrown to the fire, taking care of both of them by herself during the day. So far, it's going okay, I guess. They're still considered preemies, and they'll be not considered preemies after, I guess, the 27th, which was their quote-unquote full gestation date, but we'll see. If you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, I've got a tattoo that I'm getting done. It's basically a sleeve from my wrist to my elbow. Been posting some pictures. I got the first session I got done January 25th was all the lines for the tattoo, and then I went back yesterday on February 21st. I'm recording this the night of the 22nd. I went back yesterday for 6 hours and did some color and shading on one of the pieces of my tattoo. Basically, this tattoo is 6 tattoos in one, I guess. There's 2 large statues which represent the twins, and then some Mayan picture combinations, which are, I guess, number sequences that represent my wife's birthday, my parents' birthdays. And then on the back of my forearm, I guess where the bone is, there's an ambigram that says Oliver one way and Roman when you flip it upside down. An ambigram is basically where you have 2 words read one way, it says one of the words, and then when you flip it over, it says the other. So Oliver and Roman are obviously the names of my 2 twins. So I think it's pretty cool. It's a tattoo with a purpose, and I'm not knocking anybody that has tattoos for no reason. I just always wanted one with a purpose, and it's been a couple years coming, and I've been designing this one for going on 4 months now, I guess. So got about 10 hours left to go, and it'll be done probably mid-April sometime. Next thing I wanted to talk about is be on the lookout for a couple videos that I have coming up. I'm working with Sergeant Merrell, and if you guys haven't seen his channel, he's got some really cool stuff. He's a similar demographic that I am, an older gamer, ex-military. I don't know if he's ex-military or if he's still active military, but I know at one point he is or was in the military. I'll link his channel in the description as well. I'm trying to work with him and see if he wants to post something on my channel or kind of collaborate in some way. I'm also working with, or trying to work with Verbal, and kind of do an add-on basically to his video talking about how to ace your first interview or something like that. Meshing schedules right now is kind of difficult with him getting his new job and all the other things that he has, and then me obviously with the babies and everything going like that. But we're going to try to put a video together called "How to Get Your First Job." That's one of the things that I think separates me from a lot of the YouTube community, is that I am 30. I've been through a lot of stuff. I've been in the professional workforce full time for almost 7 years now. Verbal, I think, has got a couple years on me. But ever since I was 16, basically from when I was 16 to 23, I helped my friend's dad build his business and run his business basically out of his garage. Now it's um, it's still a one-man business, but it's grossing probably 500K a year. So it's a pretty legitimate business that we grew. So I know kind of what it takes from a business perspective on how to um, ace interviews, and well, not how to ace interviews, but how to separate yourself and distinguish yourself between other interviewees. I also interview people for my current company, so I have my ideas of what um, kind of cross people off the list immediately. A lot of people think if you're qualified for the job, then you'll get the job, but there's a couple different um, aspects that Verbal and I kind of want to map out and try to help you guys ace your first, not ace your interview, but get your first job. Um, if there's anything else kind of along that topic that you guys would be interested in, applying for college or choosing a college, or um, something that that I've already been through experience wise, that I've already lived through, let me know and I'd be happy to talk about it. I don't want to try to push all these topics on you guys and you're not interested, but if you are, let me know. Um, I guess that is all about that. Also, kind of an update is, I know a few of us, myself included, have been offered machinima partnerships, and I'm not quite sure what that means exactly. Well, I am. I know what the contract reads. Basically, it's kind of a formal invitation to be associated with machinima and have your channel associated with machinima. I wouldn't be a director posting videos on machinima proper or machinima respawn, but basically machinima would run ads over videos on my channel. I don't think that they have any control or they do not have any control over my content, how often I post or anything like that. But it's just kind of a way to um, associate myself formally with machinima. Um, I'm going to send the contract in tomorrow, and then there's kind of a review period where they look at your channel and kind of accept you. So I'll let you know how that goes. But heading to the end of the game here, guys, I know it's kind of a lot in a little bit of time. If you have any ideas of some things that you'd like me to talk about, or like the older guys to talk about, leave it in the comments section. Also, thanks to TetraNinja for my new YouTube background and avatar. So check out my channel. Go to his channel, sub him up if you haven't. Final score was 39-10. I think that's it, guys. We're done here.